President Trump please release and pardon Edwin Rubis? He is still in prison for a non-buy cannabis crime.
Free the prisoners, free the plant, free the planet, free yourself.
Good afternoon, everybody. Rest in peace, brother E-Love from Public Enemy, and Joe Chronic's incredible friend and partner in crime, and help us from the other side, E-Love. Your music was beautiful, and you stood for everything that we're doing right now. It looks like a lot of people are getting on board the wagon train, to do protest music. We have Stash Wagner. We have doing a remake of Don't Bogart That Joint, and we have incredible help from Joe Chronic. We met Joe in Seattle this week, so Joe and I are now bros for life, and he's going to help with the concert and everything else. So keep it going, you guys. My heart is out for you and the whole community when we lose a OG from the Cannabis Society and space that we have. But rip, brother, rip.
Let me see that magazine, man. Let me see that. Who on the cover, man? Who on the cover?
This Iron Mike, the baddest of all time. No doubt about it.
There it is, y'all.
Iron Mike.
December 5th, y'all.
Rest in peace, E.
Cannabis is the greatest plant on this earth, and it should be used properly. And don't believe all that negative propaganda that has been forced upon us over the last 100 years or so.
So my mission is to get everybody on the planet to give me a peace sign, and then I'll have a peace sign art show, book, and share it with the world. It's the only way to end war. Hey, we welcome home Angela Reynolds. Yay! Let's give her a whistle. And we're so blessed and proud that Amy Pova and Alice Johnson, the current pardon czar in the White House, who yes, Amy Pova is fantastically helping to bring prison.
It's been hard to stay silent with all that's going on. In my mind, I get it. I hear what's being said from all corners of our earth. I get it when you're controlled by what you're thinking. In our heads, we hear, if you fight me, I'll fight you harder. If you curse me
on Zoom,
I'll curse you and yours even stronger. That is how our mind thinks.
On YouTube.
Speaking without listening to the spirit. It is the mind that is not connected to the soul. The spirit knows that fighting harder, cursing stronger, hating longer will never end. It just gets easier to use a knife, a gun, a drone, or a bomb. All in the name of blood spilled on the ground to leave more lives buried in the ground, never reaching higher ground. To any of the leaders that feel that this is the only way, I ask you to be brave enough to say, in your way is the... Am I the only one that sees this? I stand up with peace. I stand up with love. That's who I am. That is what God made me of. I stand down on war, and I stand down on hate. We cannot let revenge be our unimaginable fate.
So everybody, it's time. It's freaking time. Let's end this and give thanks for all the OGs, Willie at the Super Bowl, and Tom Lehrman at Harvest Cup, and Bobby MAGA.
Can change that. Sign the petition, raise your voice, and Edwin Rubis has spent decades behind bars for a non-violent marijuana conviction. While the world moves forward, he's still locked up for a plant. Together, we can change that. Sign the petition, raise your voice.
I'm gonna breathe that. Every night I hold on to these bars and wonder if they remember the man I was before them. I made mistakes, but the sky don't belong to mistakes. One day, I'm gonna breathe that.
I'm working for you, man. I love you. And so at the count of three, 1, 2, 3.
Hello, my name is Edwin Rubiz, and I wanted to say hello to everybody. I am still in prison. I'm still serving 40 years for a nonviolent marijuana crime. I have been in prison for 28 years, and I need your assistance and I need your help.
Okay, love you, man. Let's get me there. I love you.
Bye.
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 Parade.
This is Tommy Chong for Lifers Madness.
To end this war on people. Good afternoon, everybody. Is this thing on? Tap, tap, tap. Parade.
I hate those.
Oh, Merry Christmas. Oh, Jeff. You've been so naughty this year that I brought you something I know you'll absolutely hate. It's a whole pack of anti-legalization bumper stickers.
Oh, no, I hate those.
Oh, Merry Christmas. Oh.
Parade. Hello, everybody. It's
Free
Jeff
the
Lycan
prisoners,
here.
free the plant, free the planet, free yourself.
Episode 302, and hopefully our microphone is working. Okay, I think we got her now. So let me call Rodimus and see if he can hear my my microphone. That'd be cool. Stay with us, everybody.
Jeffrey.
Hey, can you hear my microphone online?
I'm not online.
Oh, okay. Okay. Because it says that it was muted, then I unmuted it. And I just want to be sure that I'm not talking to an empty crowd with no microphone.
So you don't have anybody else who can tell you that?
There's nobody on my set right now, and nobody else goes on to YouTube to check it out. You're the closest one to do that. Are you in bed?
No, but do you want me to go on YouTube?
That'd be great. Yeah, that'd be great. Hey, everybody, it's Jeff Lycan here with Rodimus, and we're just trying to tech support our microphone to see if we're live. You know? So bear with us, everybody, and we'll see if we got some mic. I hope we got some mic. Ham Pam Hooray, everybody. It's Jeff Lycan here with episode 302.
I see a still image, but I hear audio. But
Do you hear me? Do you hear me?
yes. Well, I'm not sure. I'm on the call with you. I'm looking at the live feed for YouTube here. Let me see here.
Let me go on my own YouTube here. Let's see here.
Yeah, for some reason it's not opening.
Hang on, I got it here, but let me see if I. So it's working. Okay, I checked it myself. I just went to my own YouTube and I looked at it. It works. So I'm on my own. Yeah, and I'm the only one in today. So so there you go.
Yeah, I'm speaking of chipping in. I just not ready to go out.
No, you don't got to come in. Everybody, this is Jeff Eichen, and we're with Rod, and Rod is going to go take it easy. And thank you, everybody, for joining. We got a show for you today. Here we go. Thank you, Rod.
You're welcome, brother.
Call you later. Bye. Okay, so that's the deal. That's the deal, that we do have sound, and we are basking in the sun here. It's Jeff Eichen here, and normally we talk about Edwin, people like Edwin who have been in prison for 28 years for marijuana. And we have several guests on that corroborate, that tell us that the plant is incredible and it's one of God's gift to the earth. And so I just had our intro, and so I hope you all are having some smooth sailing with our technology here today, and I hope you're doing well. It's Jeff Eichen here with episode 302. As most of you know, I went in and filmed Jeff Mazansky in 2016. It's been 10 years since he's been out. Maybe even it was 2015 that I filmed him. And then after 300,000 signatures with the likes of Beautiful Freedom Grow, we got Jeff a pardon. Well, he actually didn't get a pardon. He got commuted, and he still had to have house arrest. So that's kind of weird. He didn't have an ankle bracelet or anything like that, but Jeff's been on the show numerous times, and it was my pleasure to support him. I want to go visit Edwin now and support him, and so I'm just raising the funds to do my next film and to go in and get Edwin. So he's very, very gentle soul, and he's in jail for marijuana, the plant that is bringing the industry quite a bit of incredible, people that are joining, the rewards of $1 billion industry, and yet nobody can fathom out why there is so many people that are still locked up in jail, and so for marijuana. And so you're kind of not free, and you're making all that money without putting some aside for the prisoners. And our relief aid concert is going to be gifting. Our relief aid concert is going to be gifting the pleasure of restitution to these people that spent 20, 30 years in jail. Look at Brandy Lanier, look at Michael Thompson, and any other of the females and the males that are in jail for a plant. I mean, in the old days, you would have to, get your dime bag or your 3-finger bag or whatever it was and hide it, or go on the corner, or all that stuff. And now the drug lords are getting all, in fights and, in Mexico and around the planet. And all this stuff is really confusing. But for one plant that makes paper, fiber, fuel, medicine, and food, we should definitely change the rules here and change the game. So I'm going to actually change. We had a little blurb in our web hosting. So right now we're changing Relief Aid Concert to relief-foundation.net. One of those things. I'm not going to say anything about how it came about. But now our new funding is at Relief Foundation foundation.net. So go there, go to icanimagine.com also. And that's right here, icanimagine.com. I'll put it on my third eye there for a minute, and love you up. It's really beautiful to have you. Let's see if Jeannie's still there. We'll let Jeannie in. And so it's been just my pleasure to be part of this this world of helping to bring the prisoners home, and I'm going to stay there until I can't anymore. So it's really important um, to be yourself and to be quiet and to not bring bad people into the scene, because so many people are pseudo and really after the money and not after freeing the prisoners. And so those that steal my work or that steal somebody else's work or plagiarize a song or whatever, however it works, should be released from the party. And the Green Army wants to enable everybody to be beautiful and caring and not a freaking pest. You know, so many people are going to what's the opposite of war? It's raw. I'm a raw foodist, but I don't, a raw Buddhist or a raw nudist. I don't preach. I teach. I share. I had a little bit actually food poisoning this week. I don't go to restaurants, and I went to a vegan vegetarian restaurant, and something happened, and it's weird when you live alone and you start getting dizzy and you can barely make it to the bathroom. So my heart goes out to all the elders on the planet, or young people that are sick and that are going through their own bouts with whatever it is that you're going through. You know, whether it's financial difficulties or your dad's in jail for marijuana. So it's Jeff Eichen here with Weeds Day, and we're happy to have Jeannie in. Jeannie, are you there?
I am, but my camera says I'm not. It's popping me in and out inadvertently, so I don't know. It's going. I think it's my tripod.
That's okay. That's okay. Well, we've had technical issues already this morning. My microphone didn't work, and now it does. And so we're happy to have you. It's always great to have the Canna nurses and the Canna moms on board, and to balance out the budget between man and woman. I mean, so many people, LGBTQ and this and that, are frustrated that the oligarchies and the people that are running most of the show are being angry and hateful. And so we want to bring the love back and end prohibition. That's our goal and our angle, and we've always been that way. We had Tommy Chong on for the first few years, and either he's gotten old or into other projects, but we'll get him back, I promise. When we do our public engagement, it's going to happen. And like I said, don't align yourself with stupid people. And you know what stupid people are. They're people that steal your shit, and that think that they're okay and righteous. You can have a chocolate store and there's one right next to you, another chocolate store. So nobody has license on this or that. So there's room for all of us, but we need to keep our party small and then go in really big, And so I've got a lot of big plans, everybody, and it's great to have you on board, Jeannie. And what is new for you?
Well, I'm working with seniors like I was before and veterans, but I'm in Colorado, and it's absolutely beautiful here. The skies are amazing. We get pink sunsets and pink sunrises. It's absolutely gorgeous. And I'm doing the same thing I was doing before, and as Peter announced on the show last Wednesday, we're going to be doing some research into the endocannabinoid system and sexual health, especially for veterans, for seniors, and for the injured, the ones that think that the intimacy needs to end and perhaps they can't harm to physicality. We really, really want to find out if the endocannabinoid system health can be restored to the point where it can bring back that love and feeling. And so that's what we're looking into. And that's exciting research, of course. But it also benefits the whole of all of the couples out there that think that, especially the injured, the veterans and the seniors, that think that they are, oh, it's over, I'm too old, I'm past it, or anything like that. We don't want them to feel that way. We'd like them to think and reset the brain and rewire the brain with plasticity, my favorite word. Speaking of, that brings me to Brad. So Brad is a man that I found out about the day before he was having brain surgery. I think he has epilepsy similar to Nana, but I'm not sure. I have reached out to her, but I'm not sure if he has epilepsy so rare that only 5% of the population has the kind that he has. And he has atypical language where he develops his language on the opposite side, whereas most people would develop it on the opposite side where he did. And he had to have brain surgery. Of course, I brought him on the podcast. The day before his surgery, he was so positive. He was exuberant. He was joyful. I thought he won the lottery. Instead, he was getting ready to have brain surgery. And how can you be so positive? How can you be so compassionate and empathetic of other people seeing you and wanting us to be okay when we see and we hear these things that you have to face? And he said, because I have faith. I have faith in God, and I know that he's going to take care of me, and he's given me this wonderful plant that here in Canada I get to use. I said, oh, you mean you get to use cannabis in Canada? And he specifically went to his brain surgeon team and said, look, I use cannabis. Should I stop doing it to get ready for the surgery? Because to get ready for the surgery, he was an addict, and he went a whole year and cleaned himself up so he could prepare for this really life-changing surgery. And the number one thing he was so afraid of, will I still be myself? You know, because you're going into my brain where my personality lives. Will I still have a smile? Will I still be able to walk my dog? Will I still be able to be with my twin? He's a fraternal twin, but he has a twin who's getting married and leaving him. He's going through a lot of life changes, and it's a very difficult time. And instead, he's this bright, exuberant, happy, positive person.
Well, thank you. Thank you so much for
story.
supporting the people that need us. Is he using 420? Is he using cannabinoids to help him?
Absolutely. He's using THC and CBD. And
Okay.
he's allowed to. Yes. Openly allowed to, which makes all the difference.
That's fantastic. Well, everybody, the best plant on the world is still, there's people in jail for that. And it's our duty, it's our honor to help support them and to bring them home. And like I said, align yourself with the right people, and we shall, in my lifetime, end prohibition. Everyone says, well, maybe not, it's been 100 years almost, and 1937 is when Anslinger started the whole reefer madness thing. Your children are going to die and they're going to have too much sex, and all that stuff. Well, marijuana is the gateway drug to the munchies for sure,
To the bridge.
yeah, for sure. And it's irresponsible for us not to support these people and to help to bring them home. We talk often on the telephone to Edwin Rubiz, and his voice is so, tired, even though he's excited and energetic. The empathy that we have for those people in jail for marijuana is very important for us to figure out how to end this, how to correct it. It's a wrong that has been done, and we need to correct it. And through our podcast, we can definitely get to more people. We're on Roku right now. We're on POD TV, and we only align ourselves with those people that we believe in and that treat us right. And the other ones can go to Hades and get out of here. So the idea is that that we want to work with everybody, but not everybody knows how to work with everybody, and that's why they're still, jumping on boats and planes and starting to, take down regimes. And the only regime we want to take down is the Anslinger regime that started Reefer Madness.
Yes.
So
and restore some life to the people that have had their lives taken from them so abruptly, the families as well.
Well, yeah, the Eddie Lepp told me at the Hemp Fest live on film. He said, "You put me in jail, you put my family in jail."
And so unjustly, so unjustly.
It's so weird. Yeah, it's so weird. Let me show you, everybody. I'm going to show you another video here. Boom.
Young people speaking their minds are getting so much resistance from behind.
It's not that easy. Right. And I have to reflect back on my transition. Right. The first thing we advocate for, number one, you just got to just stop the war on drugs. Just stop fighting it, end prohibition.
Young people speaking their minds.
Spending this time in prison means getting that done. Then all be worth it. The right to have freedom.
Right.
Do we really have it now? I don't think so.
Thank you, Jeffrey, for coming today. Thank you for giving people like me a voice. This is Kirsten for Lifers, the movie. Free the people, free the planet.
And Lifers?
Absolutely.
They should be able to grow it, have it, and
They should be able to grow it. They should be able to cultivate it, grow it from seed, grow it from cloning. They should be able to have as much as they want of it, zero restrictions and regulation from any government entity whatsoever.
and prohibition now.
Prohibition should be eliminated. All laws on the books should be stricken, and it should be a non-issue.
And all prisoners?
As long as they're not violent offenders, let them go.
Those are the real numbers, everybody. There's still thousands of people in jail for freaking plants, and alcohol is legal. Come on.
Please, President Biden, before leaving office,
grant clemency to all of our plant prisoners and nonviolent prisoners.
we now have proof, President Biden, that we are winning. So many states are legalizing hemp and marijuana for paper, fiber, fuel, medicine, and food, and now hempcrete to build homes. Let's end this prohibition now.
There you go, babies and gentlemen and women and everybody. It's just that important that we let's see if I can get me back on here. There I am. It's that important for us to be incredible and to honor the meek. The meek are the people that don't have food in Gaza. The meek are the people that are being bombed. The meek are the people that go day to day, paycheck to paycheck. So everybody, we don't preach, we teach. We share what we know, what we've learned, and it's just so important for us to nip this one in the bud. Haha, bud. Haha. So
Unintended.
Yeah, it's just so important to play nice with each other, and the planet's so messed up right now. You can't figure anything out almost.
I know. And AI makes it even more confusing.
Yeah, it's unbelievable that that we have to beg to bring home our fathers, and our mothers and our brothers to bring them home. It's so, so impossible for us to realize, when Michael Thompson told me in a letter that he hand wrote to me that he cooled his sodas in his toilet,
Oh no, that's heartbreaking.
and so our incredible Noah Israel is here from the state of Israel, that we want to help to free the plant, free the prisoners, free Israel. you know and Noah, can you turn your mic off and say hello to us? Let's see if Noah's on. Are you on, Noah? Okay, well, anyways, Noah's the king of, here, I'll show you what Noah does. Noah does this. He does, let's see if I can. Noah does this. This is Noah's project.
Yes, he does.
Noah has the wherewithal. He needs $1 million to make his machine finalized, and then we can print these 3D hempcrete homes all around the planet. One day after the foundation is down, we can print a dome. We put a bubble up and a dome bubble, and it's all made out of vinyl, and then you spray it, then you take the dome out, and it's perfect. It's hard, it's structural, it's a 40-footer, a 34-footer, and these are just incredible fans. And so that's Noah. Noah, are you with us? So Noah did chime in.
I am.
Now we got him. So we were just showing your incredible invention.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Can you hear me? Can you hear me, Noah?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay, fantastic. Yeah, we were just sharing your incredible rendering here of your dream and your invention. Tell us a little bit about what made you, and how did you design this in the beginning? What was your aha moment that said, I'm going to build a big giant erector set that's going to spray domes and make round dome homes around the planet? What was that aha moment?
Well, it was a series of events. Basically, I've been a builder and developer since the early 70s, and I had built homes from trees to finished product, all internally processed materials, and realized that timber framing was not a sustainable solution long term at scale, and be able to create truly affordable housing by reducing labor and reducing the resilience of the materials that we were using. So the engineering reports I was getting from the National Builders Association saying that housing currently built to current standards were designed to last basically the life of 2 mortgages, which is basically 65 years. And I realized that was not a sustainable model. It worked great for bankers, but not for legacy housing and sustainability.
Yeah, how old are the pyramids? How old are the pyramids?
Exactly. So, and I was researching other materials to use, and came across investigating some of the ancient cementatious materials, and that the Greeks and the Romans used, thousands of years ago, that built structures that were still standing and unreinforced to this day in earthquake zones and So that inspired me to dive into the material side research. And I had a mentor that was the head of the engineering department at University of Wisconsin, so anyway, we worked through coming up with various formulations and of highly resilient, basically fireproof materials that we could incorporate lots of different waste products into, and other reactions that gave us a very stable, long-lasting material. And then I realized that some of the reaction times would allow for being able to 3D print, basically placing material. You know, at the time it wasn't, when I first thought this, it wasn't, 3D printing wasn't as thing as it is today. I had some computer router experience in the past, and which led to concept of placing material exactly where you needed it and quickly. And so I basically designed this automated shotcrete system so that you could, in a very controlled way, be able to print, spray these structures quickly and efficiently, and with a great degree of documentable procedures that would create high level of quality control and documentation to the process, and be able to create these thin shell structures that can be highly insulated with hemp formulations, and be able to deliver at substantially reduced cost and time frames. And so that was the inspiration, and that happened on material processing in Ghana, and that really kicked the thing into high gear and getting it developed. So here we are, ready to good projects.
Let me play your video here. I got it queued up. Here we go.
Okay.
Printed, everybody, and we're going to use concrete as a incredible insulator, one of the best insulators for our value in the whole world. I made this video quite a while ago, and we want to raise the money to make more of these. And this is Noah's property, everybody, where this machine lives. And once we get the okay from the city, here in Fort Townsend, we're going to build one on my property. And with your help, you can be part of the movie and the documentary we're going to make about creating the first temporary film house. It'll revolutionize building. We got to do it now, while we're still alive. You know, we're not youngsters right now, but we want to teach the next generation of robotic children to take this from us. This is Noah's small dome at his house in Camino Island, Washington, and they're fantastic. I'm doing one here. What do you think, everybody? That was pretty good.
That is mind expanding. First of all, there's a man named Noah who lives on an island. Let's just wrap our head around that. And he invented this incredible machine of the future. And to leave that for the children, that is like that's almost a spiritual gift right there. That is life changing. And that's civilization changes. That's like you can start a nation with this thing. And this is amazing. And the inspiration and knowledge that will come from it is just going to be a blessing on top of another blessing. Knowing you're a very special man and what a very special thing to do. And a very special thing for Jeff to share. And thank you for doing so.
Thank you, Noah.
Well, thank you. Thank you. And yeah, and ready to get it out there at scale and hopefully make a bit of a difference for us.
Well, a bit of a difference. It could be amazing. I mean, just think about Los Angeles or Gaza, you know, to be able to help to rebuild these countries where the jerkaloids have taken them down, you know. So, you know, look out for us, everybody. I'm on board with Noah. You know, whether we get back to some of the hemp symposiums, you know, a lot of these symposiums that talk about hemp or talk about marijuana, they kind of preach to the same people, and that's why we need to infiltrate with Weeds Day to these symposiums and teach them and preach to them. But also, we want to teach more than preach that, you know, that there are prisoners still in jail for this crap, you know, and they're making money off it and not sending it laser focused on bringing your parents home. You know, how many of you had a bellyache this season and got the flu and you were spinning and you were sweating and you couldn't think of what to do, or you live alone, you know? Well, hello, private life of Ryan. I got food poisoning yesterday and I live alone. And so I had to make it through that, walk gently to my, you know, bathroom, make a really, really, really divided effort, careful effort to get back to my bedroom and sleep it off. Well, I feel better today. I'm doing my show. So, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's super important to for all of us to take care of each other and to get Noah's project done and ready for the planet, because people are, like Noah said, not knowingly still making houses out of sticks.
Well, there's a lot of ingrained patterning, you know, that needs to be broached, but we don't have to fight that system. We can just provide a solution that is resilient and more affordable at scale. And so, and that it'll be self-explanatory and have the adoption that incremental adoption that can make a difference.
Right, without a doubt. Hang on, I'm gonna get a movie that I made here.
It is also antimicrobial and antibacterial, so it won't mold, isn't that correct?
Yes.
And is it also fireproof, or is it at least a little bit like more fireproof?
What's that again? I didn't hear you.
Is it fireproof, or is it like less of a flammable?
Yeah, no, it's not flammable. I mean, you can put a torch to it. I have put literally put steel.
Hello, everybody.
On it, and it's totally resilient.
So we should be making animal shelters out of it as well.
Yeah, it's very and the speed of construction is radical. So
oh, it is. It's mind blowing.
Even to comparison to other 3D printed systems, this is unique in its time frame.
Oh, it's incredible.
I'm looking for a file here, everybody, that I want to share with you. You'll really like this. I began to work on my father's documentary, a movie about my dad, and it's pretty far out. I'm going to see if I can find it here. Here it is. Hang on. So let's see if I can get this to play here.
Well, I'm gonna have to drop off here pretty quick. I've got a call to a fellow that is planting 2,000 acres of hemp. From church. So,
oh wow!
Yes.
Stay
Stay here, and watch this video for a second. Hang on.
Okay.
Hang on.
I got 5 minutes.
Stay here, watch this video. It's just 2 minutes. Let's
Okay.
see here. So I'm going to go back to here. And I'm going to go to StreamYard, and I'm going to go, present, stop share screen. Let's see, share screen, boom. And I'm going to go, boom, share screen. Okay, here we go. So I'm going to go window. Howie's Dream. Okay, here we go. So we're going to go Howie's Dream, and then we're going to go back into here so you guys can see it. And how's everybody doing on episode 302? Jeff Buckin with Weeds Day. We love you, Weeds Day. Okay, episode 302, and we're going to share our screen so the kids can see this. Okay, so here we go. Boom. Boom, boom. Okay, here we go. So watch this.
81.
Okay. 81.
Yeah. Una, dos, tres.
Estas son las mañanitas que cantaba el rey David. Hoy por ser tu cumpleaños te las cantamos a ti.
This is June 5th, 2011. The time is 6:15 p.m. New paragraph. This is the first recording of the rest of my life. Well, it is. Okay, and I'm not going to pull any punches, basically. What I'm going to say is that if you're looking at this because you think it's green, yeah, it is green. Look at this. Totally green. Let me get out of the way. You see that? It's green. Totally green. However, this is not what you think. What I'm going to present to you is what needs to be said for the benefit of my grandchildren and my grandchildren's grandchildren, and yours as well, and the whole world, because we have been living a lie. We have been living the lie that it's not possible to change construction. The laws won't allow it, or this or that, or the other thing. And nobody seems, it just doesn't, it's boom. Okay.
That's my dad, everybody.
What I want to do is show you what's happening. The world is coming to a point where either we begin to understand what some of the greatest visionaries of the 20th century tried to tell us, or this planet will be void of the life that it has known for millions of years and has grown to this point, evolved to this point. That evolution is going to stop. It's going to cut off because of the fact that we are making it uninhabitable on this planet. And that is really the truth. You don't think so? Look at the evidence. Okay, I know there's those that say no, and I'm not sure, even myself, I'm not a scientist, but I do know it makes sense. You cannot continue to pollute the air, pollute the water, pollute everything, and still continue to expect to have the quality of life that we've had up until now. And what I'm going to do, I want to do is go back 40 years. In order to do this, I need to go back 40 years. And then I have to explain what, boom, 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 boom. Okay, this is standing up. I'm telling the truth that Buckminster Fuller tried to tell, and I'm going to go through this book, chapter, and verse. I'm going to tell you what I think. Some of it's going to be on camera, like it is now, and some of it's just going to be the exhibits that will be shown on the wall behind me. I say wall, you don't think it's a wall? Well, it is. Because we've chosen to put me in front of a green wall so we can display whatever it is that we need to understand. And so I can get across what it is I need to get across to make things apparent to you, the problem we're in and what we can do about it. That is the most important point. There is something that can be done about it. We can do something about all this waste. We can do something, not just something, we can consume all the waste in new built environment, and I'm going to show you how. I don't know if I should put it this way. It doesn't matter. It's going to be cut. It's going to be changed. It's going to be modified. But believe me, what I've come through and what I am today is something that needs to come out and I need to do this in the worst way. And I need to do it because I was called to do it. And I'll tell you about that later.
There you go, everybody. Anything else to say about that one?
That's amazing, and I'm glad that you're going to be doing some work with.
You still there? You still there,
Yeah.
Noah? Noah?
Yes. Yes.
That's my dad.
Uh-huh. Good.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine? I mean, he resonates with what you've been going through.
That's right. Well, I appreciate it. And so I'll be circling back around with you. We have some details to explore moving forward. So, we've got a supportive engineering crew from Seattle that we're engaging with to complete the control and do some final testing before we can mobilize.
Fantastic. Well, I'm really proud of you, and I'll get with my people, on the other end, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Okay, you available later this afternoon?
Probably. Yeah, probably.
Okay, I'll see if I can check in after this other call.
Okay, fantastic.
All right, blessings.
All right, everybody, that's Noah, and thank you so much for joining us, Noah, and for Jeannie for joining us, and for keeping the needle pegged all the way to end the prisoners in jail and to make hempcrete homes. So Jeff Eichen here, loving you all and sharing the light of the day. That let's see here if I can get back to I have to figure this out here. So if we go boom and we go boom, so we go add to stage and then we go in here, boom. Okay, so it's really beautiful to have Noah on today, my father on today. It was my father's birthday this week. He would have been 96. So don't think that age is just a number. It's wisdom. It comes with wisdom. And my dad was afraid that his grandchildren and their grandchildren wouldn't have a planet to walk on because we're using up all the resources. So everybody, do the best you can. And we're at the top of the hour. It's Jeff Eichen with Weeds Day. It's been a pleasure to be with you all day today. And I will see you next week. Episode 302 today. But 3 is our peace sign. And let's see if I didn't get our peace sign with everybody else, but we'll get our thank you. Okay, so thank you everybody for, let's see if I can do this again. Here we go. So thank you so much for joining us today. It's Weed Weeds Day, saying Weed Weeds Day, and I have a little whistle for you saying, free all the prisoners, free the plant, free yourself.